Okay, optional question. I'm not expecting anyone to do it. Certainly would never occur in an exam. Taking options may provide you better options, though, in life, though. All right, looks like a really tough equation. All right, it's equation of two unknowns. And they're not asking you to solve the equation. They're asking you what's the value of x plus y. That's what they're asking for. So I'm going to claim I don't know the value of x plus y. It's unknown to me. All right, so what I did was I let a equal the root of x minus 3 and let b equal the root of y plus 1. Let's just review that. So if a equals the root of x minus 3, a squared would equal x minus 3. Whoops. And that means a squared plus 3 is equal to x. And then I said b is equal to the root of y plus 1. B squared is y plus 1. And b squared minus 1 would equal y. So I know what x plus y is in terms of a and b. X plus y would be a squared plus b squared, and 3 minus 1 is 2. All right, but I don't know what a and b, what the values of a and b are at this point. So what I do now is I take some of these things that I know, like for example, now I know a is this, I know b is that, and x plus y is that over there. And I substitute into the original equation, right, this equation over here. Let me do that for you. So the root of x minus 3 is just a letter a. And then the root of y plus 1 is the letter b. And then what do I get? I get x plus y, which is a squared plus b squared plus 2, and that's going to be divided by 2. So I just plugged it in here. What do you do now? Try to simplify this. What do you get? 2a plus 2b is equal to a squared plus b squared plus 2. Looking at it, it kind of looks strange, but let's write this down. So you get 0 equals a squared minus 2a. And then I'm going to get plus b squared minus 2b plus 2. What I notice immediately is that I'm seeing perfect squares. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. I see a squared minus 2a plus 1. I borrowed 1 from the 2. Plus b squared, whoops, minus 2b plus 1. And these are just perfect squares. What do you get? A minus 1 squared plus b minus 1 squared. Well, what I know about these two terms, the term a minus 1 squared is certainly greater than or equal to 0. And the other term, b minus 1 squared, is also greater than or equal to 0. So really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what the solution to this equation would be. And it's quite simple. The only way that could be equal to 0 is if a is equal to 1 and the b is equal to 1. It's the only way it could be equal to 0. Right, so what I got to do back to the original question is what's, x plus y? And I have this written over here. So x plus y would equal a. Well, we just figured that to be 1. So it's 1 squared, which is 1, plus b squared, which is 1, and then plus 2. Again, we're using this over here. What do you get over here? It's 4. All right? That's listed right over here. Thank you for paying attention.